All right, Damarion, how'd camp go?
I feel like camp it went pretty smooth today. Just it feels real good getting back out here, getting to work, bring the team up with me, let them work.
What was it like working with both tight ends and the receiver groups today to kind of give you the best of both worlds?
It was pretty good. Just me switching the receiver, getting to work with the DBs and tight ends and with the linebackers. I feel like it'll help me in the season, in the long run, just getting that work.
It seemed Coach Bailey was installing a lot of blocking techniques in you, and what exactly was he telling you when he was kind of working you out privately in the tight end session there?
He asked me what I want to work on extra, and I told him I got to get better on my blocking and my speed cut. And he helped me push that. Him and Coach Bickens, K too. They helped me get together.
Is this the first time you've had a chance to work with Coach Bailey, or because obviously he's the first-year tight ends coach? What were your impressions working with him, and kind of, just your thoughts on how he coaches and how comfortable you felt working with him today?
I felt real comfortable working with Coach Bailey. Just him, me being my first time out here working with him. It showed me a lot, and showed me that he really cared about how his players develop. Just that plays a big part.
You have kind of a unique skill set. You're not really a traditional tight end, but you're kind of a big receiver that maybe can throw in one. I mean, how have they kind of told you they view you at the next level, and kind of how do you think maybe you'll be utilized at the college level?
They told me that I'm a mismatch tight end. I can stay, flex, just go outside the receiver and match up with the DB. Every time it's a mismatch.
Once again,
that really is how I want to be used, mismatch, and play tight end and receiver at the same time.
What's the relationship like with Coach Bailey since he's kind of taken over? What would you say yours and his relationship is like?
Me and Coach Bailey got pretty close over the time being him getting the job. He said I was the first tight end he called, to keep working with me. And ever since that day, just him telling me that plays a big part, and it truly shows me that he cares, and I'm number one on his board.
How often would you say that you and him talk on a weekly basis?
Me and Coach Key talk 3 times a week. I talk to Coach Bickens twice a week.
Obviously, a camp is different than an unofficial or an official visit. But I guess what did you come into today wanting to learn about Ohio State, and I guess what have you learned about it?
Today, I really want to learn how the coaches, tight end coaches, really coach. Just me being here today just showed me a lot, and that really stood out. Because I never got a chance to work with Coach Bickens and Coach Key. I was working with Coach Wilson, but this camp really showed me that Coach Key and Coach Bickens really know what they're doing.
Was there something you wanted to show off too? Something I'm worth a chance here. What did you want to show today?
Really, I really wanted to show my speed. I'm not, because a lot of schools really think I'm 4.7 slow, but today I came out here and showed that I can really run.
Yeah. Was there a tight end you model your game after?
Really, in college I'll say Brock Bowers, and in NFL Travis Kelce, because Travis Kelce is one of the best in the game. Brock Bowers, I'll say Brock Bowers and Cade. He got great hands. Brock Bowers all around great player.
I know you were recently down in Kentucky. What's kind of your relationship like there, and how has this visit kind of impacted your thoughts about the West?
Kentucky, they really showed what they had in store. It really stood out to me, and it improved. Right now, I feel like it's 50-50 with every school. Just taking my officials and getting the feel of everything.
What's important for you? Do you need an offense that utilizes a pass-catching tight end, or is it something that once you get into a room you'll define what the tight end?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
Once I get in there, I feel like it'll stand out more, and they'll use me they'll utilize me exactly how they're going to use Jelani Thurman, Caddis. Just me being in the tight end room with the coaches. I think it's really going to change the program on.
So you see that potential in, you mentioned Cade, you mentioned Jelani. Do you mention that shift kind of happening at Ohio State? Or
Yes, sir.
What could be special about what Ohio State does at tight end here in the next few years?
Just if I am willing to commit to Ohio State. I feel like we had one of the best tight end rooms in the country. Just me, Jelani, Max, just teaming up together. It really shows that Ohio State can really come back.
Have you talked to Max?
Not really. I think he hit me up on Twitter.
Yeah.
And we texted back and forth.
I mean, obviously 2 tight ends, different kinds of skill sets, right? I mean, but is that something that's, I don't know, like, has that crossed your mind? Do you want to be the only tight end in the class, or does that matter to you at all?
No, it don't matter. I love the competition. Just someone pushing me. Me having another tight end in the room just really pushes me to go harder and to make my presence known.
You got an official visit coming up to Ohio State later this month. What things in particular are you going to be looking forward to on that visit and really paying attention to the most?
Really on how Ohio State operates on a daily basis. Workouts, installs, playbook. Just me getting a feel of how everything developed, how everything is working around.
And have you set a decision timeline for yourself or anything like that?
Do you think one will come before your senior season, or are you just totally up in the air on that?
To be honest, I really don't have an honest answer. I'm just gonna see how it plays out with my officials. If I feel like the time is right, then I think.
Got anything coming up after else is on Ohio State? Is there anything else you're doing?
No.
Obviously, I mean, you probably get this question a lot, but there's a lot of connections between Ohio State and Glenville. Do you feel that, as your recruitment, no matter if there's a timeline or not, as it's coming to a close here, do you feel that pressure to kind of continue the pipeline from Glenville to Ohio State, or what's your relationship with that?
It's pressure, but it really isn't, because, Glenville kids came to Ohio State and really put on the show. And I feel like if I take the chance, I will put the work in, I could be one of those great Ohio State Glenville boys.